but I'm a bad guy. Duh.
I love that song.
Copyright.
Is it recording?
Man, I don't know.
Fuck it. I guess we'll find out. If you guys could see this episode, you can see us now. Welcome.
Hey, we have faces. We're not just disembodied voices.
Yeah, or we just might not never ever throw up the video of this, and we just pretend we're just voices in the sky.
That's right.
We're in the clouds somewhere. But let's go ahead and start the episode. Hello, and welcome to the Not Good Enough podcast, hosted by Andy and myself. That's Andy.
And that's David.
And we are in episode 23. Try watching.
Hopefully.
We'll find out on Friday when this comes out.
Maybe. If it comes out on Friday, we'll see.
If it comes out on Friday. We'll post on Facebook if anything happens.
Yeah,
hopefully it comes out.
We are attempting to go from just video to, audio, going from audio to also video in addition to that. So, it's going to take us a minute to figure it out.
Yeah, well, this isn't try number 1. This is try number 2, actually.
Yeah.
We tried last week, and it just didn't work.
Yeah,
we did the whole episode.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing. We had the whole thing, and then we went back to the recording and only recorded 46 minutes. Which was a good chunk, but it, missed the intro.
I don't know what the stupid setting was, but it was after 2 gigabytes of recording, it just started over.
Yeah.
Which made no sense.
Instead of just saving it on a different file, it just, you're missing out on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So, I wish there was a disclaimer. Yo, by the way, it might seem like you guys might be recording for a while, so heads up. But nope, we ain't getting anything.
Yeah.
But let's see, Andy. It's been 2 weeks since the last episode. We're going visual. We're trying out new things. What else is new in our lives besides the podcast? What's going on with you, bro? Just looking around and trying to see what the fuck is up.
Yeah, my place is still a mess.
You're getting rid of paper towels, apparently.
Oh yeah. That's in the steps of us trying to go green. Up in this piece here.
Jesus.
We're trying to do away with paper towels as much as possible. I mean, if we're cooking, sometimes you just gotta use paper towels.
Who is we? You don't cook.
I do cook.
I'm
learning to cook.
What you cook, bro?
When we did Blue Apron, we did a lot of different stuff. Blue Apron.
What is that?
Blue Apron. You have never heard of Blue Apron before?
Yep. Every single time you keep saying the name of the thing, I'm still not gonna remember what it is.
Let me repeat myself because I don't think you're hearing me.
Okay.
I said Blue Apron.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about now?
No, absolutely not.
God damn it. It is a food service, basically. So you order meals from the recipes or whatever they got on the menu, and they send you the fresh ingredients. It's the type of service where you need to eat the stuff within 5 days, right? Right. So we did a lot of chicken stuff. We did steak sometimes. We did salmon. We did a lot of things, and it just got to the point where it was getting expensive, and we didn't have our.
It sounds expensive. As fuck.
Our schedules were not in line with each other enough to be able to cook the meals together, right? So
did it have a little guide on how to cook it? Because you never really answered the question of you don't know how to cook.
Yes, Well, that's how I was learning how to cook because it had instructions. Right, So you had all the fresh ingredients, and then you had the instructions, and then you just cook, and it was.
You make it sound so much easier.
It was. It wasn't that bad. But I mean, as you can see, it can get pretty expensive.
$60 per week?
Now read it. 2 servings. So you get 3 recipes a week, 2 servings each, and the portions were relatively good. They weren't like super overfilling, and it wasn't like you eat it and you're like, I'm still hungry. Like, that was an appetizer. Now I want the main course.
Yeah, which is the one you're going to use for tomorrow.
Sometimes that happened. It did not happen every single time, but sometimes I was still hungry. Well, you know, but it was good, right? But for the most part, it was filling. But yeah, so for example, 2 times 3 is 6. So for 6 meals, it's $60.
Yeah, that's
on a weekly basis.
That's on a weekly basis for 3 days a week.
Mm-hmm. Right. So one person, that would be 6 meals.
Nah, fuck that, bro. I could just
buy
a pack of chicken and make it last 2 days from Publix.
So then here's another one. I mean, so you get 4 times 4 recipes, and then 4 meals serves 4. And then that's $7.49 a serving. You know, but you're dropping $120 a week.
Yeah, I mean, if you're one person, I'll probably do the 4.
So I thought about this, because then the food is delivered to you, but then you still got to cook it.
Yeah,
you know, that's the
cooking's
only
not
thing.
bad, dude.
Cooking's not that bad. You just gotta make time for it, and you gotta put in the effort. That's it.
Mine is effort, and mine's not effort. I know how to cook, and I cook pretty well. Actually, I cooked pork fried rice 2 days ago. Shit was fire. But my problem isn't cooking. My problem is getting my ass up from the bed to go cook. That is my issue there.
Gotcha.
Because I already have the ingredients home. Like, I'll buy chicken or whatever, and I put it in the fridge or the freezer. And then every time I open my fridge, I'll just look at it, and I'm just like,
nope.
I should probably cook this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, bro, but fuck
cereal or microwavable stuff.
Yeah. And then I just go in the freezer, and I just get the spicy chicken nuggets that I keep buying.
Yep.
They're like $8 a package.
Mm.
It's Tyson, though. It's so good. Mm-hmm. It's not spicy enough, though.
Same company that had like a COVID outbreak.
Yeah. What's up? Hey, in person. We doing it. But yeah, so definitely a fucking expensive adventure.
So
whatever the hell. What's that word?
Venture. You're adding too many things to that. It's just venture. It's not an adventure.
Right, I'm just adding too much to it, right?
Yeah. Good one. But no. So we tried that, but it was just too expensive.
Yeah.
So my newest and latest venture that I am trying is crockpots.
Crockpots.
I'm talking about slow cookers.
Oh man,
because
you gonna
before
you go to work, you put that shit in there?
Well, actually, I do it on my day off. This past Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday, whatever the hell it was. You know, trying that for the first time because I need to start eating on a more healthier basis.
Oh, okay, all right. You added the second part. You said
I need to start eating. You know, more.
You added like a period when you were saying it out loud, and I'm just like, ugh.
Well, here's the thing. It was a pause. It was a comma. Here's the thing. You know, so to better oneself, there's 3 main categories. There's eating, sleeping, and exercise. To not overwhelm myself, I am only going to focus in one seriously at a time, right? So you can't do it all at the same time.
Why don't you focus on sleeping? I feel like that one's much easier.
I am focusing on eating at more of a regular pace because usually what happened ever since...
I fucking inhale food.
Ever since, like, this is a long story, but like 7 years ago, that's when it all started to go downhill, and I was eating like 1 meal a day. I can get into it later if you want. But, so for 7 years, I've been eating terribly. Because I was still eating the 2,000 calories or whatever, 2,000 calories, you know, but it was like 1.5 meals a day.
Jesus Christ, man.
You know? So I'm trying to eat more throughout the day. I'm trying to do like a breakfast shake in the morning, because I don't care to eat breakfast that much. I'd rather sleep or just drink coffee, right? But to get some calories in, get my metabolism going, to help burn some of this fat, let's have like a protein shake in the morning, right?
Yeah.
So that will get calories in the morning, that will get it going, and some vitamins or whatever I need to take, and boom, there you go. And then bring food that I cook in a crock pot. So that's meal prepping for lunch. So I just take portions of that with me at work, so that I'm eating at lunch or eating at work, because I haven't been doing that, and haven't been doing that for years for various reasons. And
yeah, I used to bring food to work. That was after you left. I used to bring food, and then
and now you're like, I work at.
It's because I gotta cook it.
I work at almost like a convenience store. There's food already here for me. Let me just buy it.
Yeah, fucking Monster Slim Jims. Come on, dude.
Oh, what a good delicacy.
Yeah, fucking pizza snacks.
So that's what I'm working on. So I'm working on to go back to what we're talking about, what's new with us. So I'm working on eating better, eating healthier. And then I'm being aware of the time that I should be going to bed. Sometimes I'm hitting it, sometimes I'm not. But
yeah, today
I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm not going to hit it tonight. Thanks, David.
Oh, wow,
and thanks, Obama.
Whoa, bro.
All right, go on.
Jeez. First off, the first one sounded personal as fuck.
What?
You?
Yeah. Thanks, David.
Okay, all right.
Because my bedtime is supposed to be midnight. It's not going to happen.
Hey, I'm the one that told you to record this episode earlier. I got out of work at 7.
Mm-hmm.
So your ass could have been here at 8. All right, but anyways.
Comments? Okay. Well, the audience will settle it. Okay.
Okay.
As you were.
All right, so. Well, a whole bunch of shit's been happening in your life in 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks for me.
Yep.
I got my hair braided. That's about it. I got braids in.
Nice.
That's the moment. Little cornrows. It's my first time getting braids.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't remember you having braids.
No, my girlfriend did it yesterday. It was actually her birthday, so it was really nice of her.
Interesting.
To go out of her way to braid my hair on her birthday.
Yeah.
It was dope as fuck. But it was definitely an experience. I thought it was going to hurt more than what it did.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my girlfriend's just really gentle, but I was watching TV and she was like behind me doing it, and I'm just thinking in my head like,
love.
A tattoo is like so much fucking harder than this. Because you would
It's
think it would
also-
hurt a lot because it's your head, it's your hair. If I run my hand through my hair and I catch a knot, I'll scream like a little bitch. But she was just like, or whatever the fuck, I don't know, I can't see back there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, this is easy. This is like when I got my pineapple tattoo. I fucking fell asleep during this tattoo.
Yeah, well, I mean, that happens when you work a lot. And then, I almost fell asleep a couple of times with this thing.
Yeah, well, she put me on my stomach, like laying down. She's like, "You want to look at it?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, you got it."
Wake me up when you're done.
Yeah, wake me up when you're done.
Oh, that's crazy.
So it was actually it was a fun experience. I'm gonna try to get her to braid my hair every week.
Hey,
that's the main reason I grew out my hair, was so I could get braids.
Get it braided?
Yeah, and so I could be on
Very
CoverGirl.
nice. Nice.
Yeah, halfway on the second part.
Good goals, man. Good goals.
Let's see. Let's do a quick little show update on what's been happening the last 2 weeks.
All right.
Let's see. We got 13 more plays on Anchor. That's 313 total. 9.5 estimated audience size. We have a midget out there
Hooray!
watching our show.
There's some little people out there showing some love. YouTube, we got +3, 12 subscribers. And we're at 82%. Plus 82% with 109 views. And Facebook, we're up 4 followers with a total of 141.
141. We have some interesting stuff planned for Facebook next week. Hopefully,
That's right.
if we do an episode next week, let's see how this week turns out. But
yeah,
if this episode comes out and you're reading this, I could have said listening, watching. I could have said anything else except
anything
reading.
but reading.
Anything but reading. All right, if you're doing anything but reading this right now, what if we have subtitles? That'd be dope as fuck.
Baby steps, David. Baby steps.
But if you're watching this or listening to this right now, we're planning something next week for Facebook, hopefully. So put notifications on or whatever they got. I don't know what they have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever it may be.
Yeah, whatever. But let's actually go to the first. What's that word called? Segment. First Dude, it's been like 2 weeks, bro.
Oh my god.
First segment of the show.
First segment of the show.
We're gonna do. What the hell? Are you changing the name on it? Content.
Content. This is the content. We're talking about content.
Sir, that's what you have underlined and bolded. Current events.
Current events.
Fucking throwing me off, man. Let's see. We're going to talk about DC FanDome. FanDome. Not FanDome. DC FanDome that happened this past weekend.
FanDome.
Dome? Yep. What are you done? Whoa. Hold on a second, sir. You're not going to do me like that.
FanDome.
Dome.
Spelling it out.
No, dome, like...
Oh.
Yeah, like igloo. Like, you're under an igloo. You're like in a dome. Yep. There's like an E at the end. I have a keyboard too. I can type it for it.
You know what? It doesn't matter. Go on. It's the first. We got. Right. We're talking about 4 things tonight.
There's a bunch. Yeah, there's
DC
a bunch of
FanDome.
Stuff. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff announced or shown off in DC FanDome. I made Andy watch 4 trailers for these 4 things. So we're gonna be talking about the Batman movie, the Suicide game, and trailer for the movie, and then the Gotham Knights game. Andy, what did you think about the Batman movie?
I love all the Batman movies. The Dark Knight was my most favorite movie. Anytime that it's on, I want to watch it.
What about Bat Nipples? You like Bat Nipples?
No, I love the Joker. Heath Ledger's Joker is my favorite.
No, I was talking about George Clooney Batman.
Oh, old school?
Yeah, the Bat Nipples, man. You remember the Bat Nipples and the Bat credit card and the Bat skates?
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
Mm-hmm.
You still love that?
Chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
never watched that movie.
You never watched that movie?
No, I've only seen trailers, and every time I see the trailer, it looks so fucking bad.
Well, it was what's that director's name?
I don't know, sir. I did. When I was little, I used to watch the Michael Keaton Batman every day. My dad had it on DVD. I remember it was the widescreen version of it, and it was like the DVD case where it has a little plastic black bar on the side, and you have to flip the plastic over. That was back in the day. I was young, but Joel Schumacher, that's who directed the Bat Nipples one with George Clooney. That's how I refer to it.
Bat Nipples.
But see, we actually talked about Robert Pattinson as Batman on episode 3 of this podcast, I believe, episode 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, if you go back to it, which I don't recommend, you go back to the early episodes of the podcast.
Yeah, just take our word for it.
Yeah, please, just 12 and above. But I loved the casting of Robert Pattinson. I feel like he's gonna be a great Batman. And what the hell is that? Yeah. Well, Andy's mic fell apart. But I'm just gonna continue. The trailer really showed off that he looked really good. He doesn't look too big, but at the same time, it's only a year 2 Batman. So this takes place, year 2 of Batman's career as Batman. So he's still a little young. He's not like Dark Knight Returns or like Ben Affleck, who fucking put on a bunch of muscle.
It was all CGI, man. It was all CGI.
No, bro, he really did though.
Batman, Ben Affleck, no.
Why are you hating on Ben Affleck, bro?
Because I saw the green screen stuff like that. He was just in a onesie. No,
bro, come on, don't hate on Ben Affleck, bro. I'm glad as fuck he's coming back as Batman.
Yeah.
He was signing off for the Flash movie. I'm actually pretty excited about that. But back on topic, the Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. I feel like it's gonna be great. It was definitely more back to the roots of the world's greatest detective, which that's what Batman started off as, and that's what he's known as.
Yeah. Working with the police, not just fighting crime, but also solving.
Yeah, working with the police. It does seem like in the trailer you can see that there's a little fight with the police, and there's a couple shots of him grappling up the stairs, and that's in the police building, I believe. It looked like it did. So it definitely looks interesting. It looks like back to his roots. What I'm worried about is I really like action, like a lot of action scenes. My favorite action scene has to be the one at the warehouse in Batman vs Superman. That I don't know if you remember that. That shit was fire, where he like kills everybody.
It's been a minute.
Well,
I don't remember.
You're gonna watch that after this episode, and you're gonna agree with me when you go back and edit this. But I love a lot of action, and I know we're gonna get action scenes here, but I don't want them to be. Me personally, I want a lot, and I don't mind if the movie's 3 hours long. I could take a movie that's 3 hours long.
Oh yeah,
100%. Just watch that bitch at like 10 o'clock. What the fuck you got to do? Nothing. Fuck your sleep.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem watching like 3 hour movies.
Yeah, I had no problem with Endgame.
I mean, as a matter of fact, I want to watch 3 hour movies.
Yeah,
so when
dude, I feel like 3 hour movies would be a better idea.
Yeah, I mean, I always enjoyed watching like Avatar, because or any other movie that's like 3 hours long. It doesn't matter because like I don't want it to end. It's like I'm so in the movie. I don't want to go back to terrible reality. And
they don't have to fit everything in.
Yeah, there's no compressing. There's no nothing like that. And even sometimes, with the movie, when it's like 3 hours long, you think the movie's over, and then like the plan goes awry, and
I always feel
and
so
I'm
good
like,
when
the
that happens.
fuck happened? I'm like, oh, it's been 45 minutes.
I always love when that happens.
2 hours left. This is amazing. Like Lord of the Rings
I always love
was
when that
another
happens,
one.
dude. When you think it ends and it's not done and it's like an hour left, and you're like, this is fucking amazing.
Oh, well, this is simple. There's a simple plan. Cool. It was kind of like Lord of the Rings. Type a little bit too.
Definitely. Yeah.
I always enjoy that movie.
See, that's why I'm hoping this movie takes a little trip down that path. I want it to be long. I want it to take its time. But I also want really good action scenes that are long. I want the action scenes to be long. Because the thing with Marvel movies is there's a lot of action, but most of the times, if it's not the end of the movie, like, the third act, they're really short and concise. And, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, and I really enjoy those movies, but I would like a longer action scene, kind of like the warehouse scene in Batman vs. Superman. It wasn't too long, but, it was decent. It was decent length. So yeah, that's our thoughts on it. Batman, or not Batman, but Andy's not too big of a comic book guy.
Nah, not really.
But let's see the Suicide Squad game. I'm gonna clump this up with the Gotham Knights game just because they both look like it's gonna be a similar concept, and it's gonna be a lot like Avengers, the new Avengers game that's coming out in like 2 weeks, which I pre-ordered, which I'm so happy about. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it looks like it's gonna follow a trend of the live service game type.
Okay.
And also the trend of like the 4-player co-op.
Yeah.
Like where you have a certain amount of superheroes, and then you have you and your friends can pick whichever one. That's like the concept of Avengers. It looks like that's the concept for the Suicide Squad game. And then for Gotham Knights, it's not 4-player co-op, but there are 4 superheroes. There's Red Hood, Batgirl, Robin, and then Nightwing. But for that one, they announced already it's 2-player. You only play with one other friend, which I think makes it a little bit easier. Because the thing is, when you put a whole bunch of superheroes, especially superheroes that you can play with your friends, you have 4 players at once. They're not NPCs. They're regular, not AI, and you're fighting a whole bunch of enemies. If there's 5 enemies, if you have 1 player on, if you're just playing single player, and fighting the same amount of enemies, if you're playing with 3 other people, you're gonna have to add more people. Because then you're going to finish the fight super quick. There's going to be no challenge. You have 4 people against 5, and then 4 of them are player controlled.
Not unless it scales up.
Yeah, but the thing is, then that also, see, that was the other thing. See, that also goes into, so you scale them up, so now they're like bullet sponges, basically. They're like damage sponges, where they just take it, and then in your head, you're just like, I'm playing as the fucking Hulk, or I'm playing as Dick Grayson. He can't beat up some random fucking guy. You're telling me he has a fucking stun baton, and he can't just fucking, and then he goes sleep?
Well, if they scale it up, that doesn't mean like they make the enemies more difficult. There's just more enemies.
Right, they have to scale up the enemies. That's the thing. That's what I was referring to.
So
I thought you meant scaling up like their level.
What?
Because Gotham Knights has RPG elements to it.
Make it more difficult, and just more enemies in general.
Yeah, more enemies.
Wave after wave after wave.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Fight off the whole city.
Everybody, even the citizens.
Yeah, right. Kill them all.
Fucking who killed Martha? But they have to take it that way, and there's no way for them to. Gotham Knights has RPG elements. There was some gameplay which you didn't get to see, but there's like 15 minutes or whatever, and there's RPG elements where Batgirl is like taking a group down, and they had like level 10s on top of their stuff. So it already has RPG elements, sort of like, I want to say Assassin's Creed, honestly. Not because I think that's the only game that has RPG elements, but that's the only game that I play recently that has RPG elements, and the closest thing I could talk to without sounding like a fucking moron. Where in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you couldn't even do a fucking assassination if they were too high of a level. Like, you couldn't kill them. Like, if you stab them in the neck, you could just take down half health. And I feel like that's going to be a problem with most of these games right now, especially with that trend. But at the same time, how do you make it to where they come from a series, the Batman Arkham series, where the free flow combat was super good, but at the same time, it was getting kind of easy. It was just about your combo. So I'm interested in the way that they're going to take this, because they're not going to just straight up, carbon copy Avengers and put DC characters on it. So we'll see how that goes. I'm more excited for Gotham Knights out of the two games, mostly because I've seen gameplay, but also Suicide Squad isn't that much for me. Just like the movie, you saw the little cast trailer for the movie.
Yeah,
and I don't have there's a lot of actors in there, like good actors. My problem is, how the fuck are you gonna fit all this big ass ensemble of characters in there? Well, I mean, they did it with Avengers, but the thing is, with the Avengers, they set up the characters themselves in prior movies. This one, there's a whole. The only ones we got that are already set up are Boomerang, which was in the first Suicide Squad movie, which the first one, yeah,
yeah, it was a thing.
And then Margot Robbie, which I mean, she's obviously. She had the first Suicide Squad movie, and then she was in Birds of Prey, which I actually really liked. I actually liked that movie a lot. And she's a great actress. I fucking loved her ever since Wolf of Wall Street. So you got this big ensemble of characters that haven't been developed yet, that most people are seeing for the first time, that most people have never even heard of. I'd never heard of Polka Dot Man.
Yeah, I don't even
know.
Who
the fuck is Polka Dot Man? What does he do? He just fucking throw polka dots?
Like, I don't know what the deal is with that shark.
King Shark? He's also in the game, too. You saw him.
Yeah. I don't like.
I feel like he's an interesting character because he's like a really big ass bodybuilder, but he just has like a shark head. So that would be interesting.
He's a really cool guy, but there's something about him you should know.
Yeah.
He actually has a shark head for a head.
For the movie, I'm interested to see who the villain is. From what I've seen, they haven't announced it yet, but I am interested to see who the villain is. Are they going to take a route like the game, where the game is fighting off the Justice League, or are they going to do like they're fighting a bigger evil type like they did for the first Suicide Squad movie? So I'm interested in seeing that. So that'll be interesting to learn about soon in the future. It's going to be a while before the movie and the game come out.
There's like a dozen and a half main characters, so who's to say that there's not another 6 enemies?
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Or
is it going to be like one big-ass enemy? Are we finally going to get Brainiac? Nah, bro. We can't get Brainiac and then not have Superman in it. That would be fucked up if they don't have Superman. It's a Brainiac.
He might make like an appearance, and then at the very end of the movie, and then that's like a cliffhanger for like the the second movie.
Well, yeah, that could be a cliffhanger for the second movie. But they also said that they're not gonna take a Marvel route, where they're really leaning heavily into doing like each film has their own universe, kind of like Sam Raimi.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not Sam Raimi's Spider-Man universe wasn't connected to the MCU, even though it was around the same time.
I like when they do like individual movies, but then I don't, because how many fucking Batman movies has there been? It drives me crazy.
Nah, okay. Let's look at the real Batman movies though.
Okay, because how many people has played Batman, and how many people has played Iron Man?
One person has played Iron Man.
Yes.
Well, Iron Man wasn't famous before the MCU. I mean, it's true.
It's true.
Well, I mean...
But, I mean, I'm just saying, like, that particular style of movies. I do like the movies that are connected and have, well, at least... All right, let me back up. I like the movies that are in the same universe. You know what I mean? So not like rewriting history of a movie that just came out, but this is my version of the movie, and that big shit didn't happen, but this new shit is going to happen in my universe. Because, you know, I don't like that
the
stuff.
multiverse type thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it. I think it all should be like one universe. And like Superman does exist, you know, with the Hulk, you know. Like the same fucking universe.
Oh, you mean like DC Comics and Marvel together?
Yes. Like I think
that's like so many cover it.
Yeah, and then like fucking Wolverine just gets like
fucking destroyed by Wonder Woman.
yeah. Or Wonder Woman is caught with Wolverine. You know, so they're But anyway.
What do you think top and bottom on that one?
All over the place.
See, I always wanted like a Spider-Man and Batman. Oh my god. I always wanted like a Spider-Man and Batman collaboration. I feel like that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting. And Batman would get caught in the web. That'd be hilarious.
Nah, Batman will whoop anybody. 100%. And Batman is my second favorite. Spider-Man is my first. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time, ever since I was a little kid. But Batman will fucking destroy Spider-Man. Spider-Man's too young. Most of his alliterations? What the fuck? Mm-hmm. What is that? What I'm thinking about? Iterations.
His inability to, vocabulary.
Yeah, well, that's mine. That's my inability. No, Spider-Man's iterations have mostly been like teenager. And Batman. Yeah. Batman's, he's the world's greatest detective. He could fucking detect. This guy's fucking stupid.
He's also filthy rich, and he knows hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, and he fucks bad bitches.
B-A-T? Bat bitches?
Bad.
B-A-D.
B-A-D, okay. Yeah, bad bitches.
Gotcha.
Shit, so I think that brings it to the end of that segment. That took a little while. But let's go.
We're talking about 4 different things.
Yeah.
Exciting. I mean, either way, man. I'm general audience, so I'm looking forward to watching this stuff anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about the games, but I'm definitely you are gonna play the shit out of those games.
I'll see you in a year when I'm talking about Gotham Knights.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we'll recap a year from now, so that's gonna be like
August 26th
episode 79. We can probably talk about the game then.
So let's go on to the next segment, which is actually our game segment.
All right, more games.
Yeah, more games. This week I'm actually talking about Borderlands 3. It's a game that came out in September of last year, and I actually pre-ordered it. And then what is going on here? Let's see if I could log into my computer here. So Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 is a looter shooter, as we like to refer them to.
Yes.
So looter shooters are some of my favorites. I love looter shooters.
Playable cartoon.
Yeah. The style is it's kind of like the staple of the series is the style.
Mm-hmm.
see, looter shooters are my top of my shit, and I just figured that out recently it's just looter shooters I really love. I'm a big Destiny fan and all that, so I had really good expectations about this game because I played the pre-sequel in Borderlands 2, and I really liked them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And this is more like it's a AAA looter shooter. It has a lot of concepts and stuff that are fleshed out. They have the money and the budget to do all these things. So I was really looking forward to the game. I pre-ordered it, I got it, and I was actually really happy with it. There was a lot of glitches at the beginning, like visual glitches, audio glitches. I never ran into like a game breaking glitch, like something that stopped me from moving past the level. But there was a couple times where I just fell off the map and all that. Just restart the next checkpoint. It's really not that big of a deal. They actually fixed when I was replaying it a couple weeks ago. They actually fixed that.
Okay, very nice.
And then the best thing about this game and types of game in the series is there's a lot of replayability. So I beat the game like 4 times already. I beat it once when it came out, and then I got back into it a couple weeks ago, and I went ahead and I played it. I beat the campaign. I went to True Hunter Vault mode, which is like the new game plus, basically. And then I beat it there twice. And it's a lot of fun, but I definitely realized I was doing it all solo, and I definitely realized after about 3 times running, beating the campaign, that 4th try was like annoying and tedious as fuck. Because I'm like alone, and it was getting really hard because I have the mayhem mode activated, and it's basically like modifications to the gameplay that could make it easier for you, could make it harder. And this shit was getting annoying. They had resistance to all my elementals, so I was basically every single boss fight took me a minimum of like 15-20 minutes. And it wasn't even that it was hard or that I was dying. It was that they took their fucking bullet sponges. So it definitely would have been better with another person, 100%. And then just, going, after seeing the same thing 2 or 3 times, it starts, losing its value. And
yeah, and it's just starts becoming a grind, right?
Yeah, it was way too grindy by myself. It was getting really tedious after a while. So I tried to hop online, right? I tried to do like the little dungeons or whatever. Dude, I couldn't find anybody. Not at all. I even tried like the Asian server, and I just the Northeast Asia, and I just couldn't find anybody. Nobody was fucking playing this shit online or looking for a match. And the shit's annoying because, the game isn't one of those that isn't getting supported. Like, they're still dropping DLC. They should have had DLC that dropped a little while ago. So
nobody's playing it.
Yeah, nobody's playing it. And I don't know if that's obviously it's not a good thing, but I don't know if it's necessarily a bad thing either. Are they just playing by themselves, or they already have a group that they're playing as? I just feel like, I don't know. I was trying to play the game with somebody else, and I just couldn't because none of my friends like it either. Because they're all pieces of shit. Fuck you, Micah. But I really enjoyed the gameplay. The loot, it has like over 1 billion guns.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it has like 1 billion guns, and basically they didn't, make 1 billion guns. They probably made like 100 and something, and then each one has different perks and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so that equals to like 1 billion
it's
different
not
procedural.
It's not 100 specific assets that they make, 100 custom assets as far as like a gun. It's because of all the mods you can do.
Yeah,
it's just it's exponentially, built on, so you got the main gun itself, and then you got like the add-on for whatever it is, and you can do like 10 different add-ons and just all the combinations.
Which, it's sad that you can't do it yourself. You can't customize it yourself. You can only put like a trinket and then change the skin, which is, I was already used to it because I played Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel, but it would have been a little bit nicer if I could change like the red dot sight, because I had this weapon. That shit was fire, but after about 10 more levels, it was starting to get weak because the weapons scale
upgrade,
up. Yep. So I found the same weapon, with the same modifications, and everything, but it had a different sight, and it was like an ACOG that it's just way too strong, and it was annoying. And I feel it would have been nice if I could be able to change it. But the game, none of the other games let you do that, as far as I know. So it was whatever for me. You get used to that after a while. The shooting did feel great though. Those are billion guns. You start. There's different like manufacturers or whatever, and they all have their own little gimmicks. Mm-hmm. And
so it's kind of like Division 2.
Sure, I've never played Division. It's always looked interesting.
You've never played Division or the second one?
No, neither.
Well, it's kind of like that, where they have it's a looter shooter. It's kind of like Destiny.
Yeah.
It's a looter shooter. But then you can... But with Division, you can actually add little mods that you create. Now, with Division 2, you can... You just unlock the mods. They're not like specific things you need to keep track of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, well, shit, I just have it on this one gun. I only have one of them. It's not like that, where I unlock this the silencer that can go on any of these types of weapons, and it's just you loot the main type of weapon,
and then
you can customize it with you extended mag or laser sight, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I wish it was more like that. I mean, it is what it is, but I wish it was more like that personally. Right. But it's fun because you get a lot of loot, like consistently. There's a lot of consistent loot. Like I got a whole bunch of legendary weapons pretty consistently. Every couple kills, I would get one. And then you can find amulets or whatever you want to call them, and then which increases your chance of getting one. So it's a whole bunch of stuff that you can customize in the sense of like your perks and stuff, but nothing that you can micromanage like that, or you could change a scope or whatever, which is sad, but it's whatever. And then the loot is it's so consistent that it's overwhelming sometimes, because the weapons scale up. So you're gonna find a weapon that you're falling in love with, and then give it a couple more levels up, and then boom, it's obsolete. So you got to find a new one. And then you have so many options and stuff that at first it got overwhelming for me, my first playthrough. And then I made my own little system of, I'm only going to keep the legendary guns. And then I'm going to look at the perks first. And then if I don't like the perks, I'm just going to drop it, or I'm going to sell it.
Right.
Because it starts getting overwhelming where you have 50 enemies, you kill the 50 enemies, and they all drop something, and then you got to look at it, you got to see, I need a pistol, but now I need a rocket launcher, but now this one has this perk. Yep. And then most of the time, it doesn't tell you what the perk means. So the perk could just have like letters like blah, 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 and then you just got to Google that bitch up and go to the wiki page, and it's going to be like, blah, 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 means you get 3 times critical hits, or whatever. Just random shit. But yeah, it was definitely interesting. I definitely liked the game a lot. The campaign, I skipped all the campaign, cutscenes and stuff. So don't ask me.
I don't know what the story's about.
Yeah, I know they have like twins and stuff, and they're like incestual. I don't know, but definitely interesting. I definitely recommend it to you. Definitely try to hook up with a friend for it. If you want to do it yourself, you can, but after a couple playthroughs, you're just gonna get annoying. You're gonna try to speed run the whole thing. Basically,
definitely good for co-op, huh?
Definitely good for co-op, that's for sure. And then they fixed all the glitches I had and stuff. Now I only ran into audio glitches, where sometimes I would shoot a gun and then I just couldn't hear it. But at the same time, I have music playing, so it wasn't that big of a deal for me. But all the main big glitches have been fixed. So I definitely recommend this game to people who like looter shooters. Definitely a looter shooter top grade.
Well, they have been nominated for quite a few awards in the last 2 years. In 2019, from Gamescom, they got Best Multiplayer Game. They won that. And in this year, for the Webby Awards, they won 3 from People's Voice. Best Art Direction, Best Game Design, Best User Experience. Would you agree with all that?
Well, I like the UI, but the user experience, wish I could find a game.
Well, that is the user experience.
UI?
UI.
No. Is
it? UX. UI is user interface.
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. I can't do that, but I could take off my contact and put it back in.
So yeah, for the for the score here, so what do you play it on? PS4?
PS4. Yeah.
It scored 78 out of 100. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
I don't know what it means.
I feel like the story took a hit, if anything.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really know too much, but I feel like the story took a hit.
PC got an 81 out of 100. Xbox One got a 82 out of 100. So, PC Gamer says 63% good. US Gamer is 4 out of 5. And then they got 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10.
Yeah, it's definitely a solid game. Just through and through, it's a solid game.
The graphics look pretty stunning. I've never played any of the Borderlands. I thought it was cool. I'm like, oh, neat. It's got the line art going there.
Yeah, the art style is a really big,
very unique.
Yeah, it definitely gives its own style. It makes it not look basic. If it was look like every other game that's out right now.
Sure.
But yeah, I think that brings it to the end of the first
half
of the show. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have John hasn't hit us up with a new movie review, so we'll be waiting on John hopefully for next week. Putting pressure on you, buddy. But we're gonna go ahead and take a break, and then we'll be back when we come back.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. We'll be back in a minute.
2 minutes.
2 seconds. I don't know how this works.
Yeah. Well,
we don't even know if it's recording right.
Yeah. Is it good enough? Well, we won't find out to the end of the show, right?
That's right. Yeah. We'll find out then.
All right. Welcome back to the You turn around, bro. You scared the fuck out of me.
I'm listening to you like everybody else.
No, you turn around.
Anyway, we're burning the midnight oil, if you know what I mean.
We're not, because I am not old enough. But Andy is. I just finished drinking my Gatorade. Got some electrolytes in my body.
Okay.
And we're not having a conspiracy this week. This week we're going to do a little list. We're going to do a top 50 list. What is this list called, Andy?
Well, this list was dated about 10 years ago, so that is important to know about this. If you know what I mean, David.
Yep.
This is apparently 50 Things a Man Should Never Do by Joe Carter, dated July 30th, 2010.
Ugh. Stone Age. We had computers back then? My God. I don't know, dude. I was like 4.
Your odds, I'm even. Go.
Okay, all right.
Number 1.
Get a mani-pedi. There may be situations in which a man is warranted in getting a manicure. There may also be situations where a man's toenails get so out of control that a wife-mandated pedicure is a condition of staying married. But there are few legitimate reasons for getting both at the same time. And even if you do, there is no excuse for referring to the procedures as a mani-pedi. There just isn't. This was not that big of a deal. So we're starting off the bat in a little.
Yeah, whatever.
I could probably get behind the not calling it a mani-pedi.
Yeah. I
just got my fucking toes and nails did, boy.
Woo, they on point.
Fuck out of here. I drank a beer and I washed her. She fucking cleaned my shit.
Sure. Yeah. I went to the spa one time. It was glorious, man. I don't know why I don't do it.
Yo, you pampered little whore.
It was so nice because I'm always on my feet, and so I just got some type of fruit scrub or whatever it was. I don't know. I did it once.
They put like a grapefruit and then like put your foot in it.
No.
Did they have a camera out?
This ain't
this ain't American feels like Pie. Fetish porn.
Yeah. Where's my cut? Anyway, number 2, wear an item of clothing simply because it's ironic.
I don't know what this means.
I don't know what that means either.
This is the second time we do this, and we still don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. I think that's ironic. Number 3.
Cheat on your wife, taxes, or golf scorecard. I can get behind that.
Cheating in general. There's no... Just... If you suck, you suck.
Yeah.
It's fine. You're human. It's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Except that math test. You could cheat on that. You could cheat on the math test.
Numbers check out. Number 4. Ask a woman... Why can't you be more like...
That's a fucking death sentence right there. If you want to die, say this to your girlfriend or your wife. 100%. Why can't you be more like Hershey's and be like, bitch, who the fuck are you talking to?
Actually, it's interesting. If you really care about this person, whoever you're saying this line to, now, because this is 10 years later, pretty much that could go to either sex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, David, why can't you be like Ken?
Because Ken was like a 60-year-old chubby white man.
So much better than you, man. Be more like him. See? It's not a good line. Number 5.
Tell anyone about the time your buddy broke down and cried. Yeah, I mean, why you want to put other people's business out there?
Yeah, I mean...
Definitely don't do that.
People can still break down and cry. Like, it's a thing. We're human, unfortunately.
This is where you break down and cry.
Number 6. Tug on Superman's cape. Oh, I don't know what any of these things mean. Tug on Superman's cape. Spit into the wind. Pull the mask off the old Lone Ranger. Mess around with Jim.
This must be a 2010 thing.
I guess.
Yeah.
I want to say that this person is probably like originated from Texas or something like that. No offense to anybody, but like really, really ranchy type. That's why I really think that this is...
The picture at the beginning of the article was a guy in a cowboy hat. And a bandana wrapped around his neck.
Okay, so this is like cowboy manly, like riding horses, spitting in like tins and all this shit.
Chewing tobacco. Yeah.
Chewing tobacco. Yeah.
All right, let's see. Number 7. Leer creepily. I don't know what leer means, but I feel like it's bad because he just paired it up with the word creepily. So don't do that.
Context clues, man. Good for you.
Yeah. Only don't 2 words, so I didn't really have enough to work with.
Yeah, sounds bad. Number 8. Punch a woman for any reason other than to prevent her from causing another human being serious bodily harm.
Yeah, don't do it.
Just don't cause anybody harm.
That one's a little
hard.
hard.
I would punch them.
I want to go that far.
Punch somebody else. There, how's that? Self-defense.
Hey, my dad always say if they hit you first, hit them back. But he said that about dudes, not
green light.
Women.
Green light.
Yeah, if they hit you first, you can fuck them up.
Take them down.
Yeah. So you're not waking up tonight.
Yeah. I'm blowing out that kneecap. You ain't getting up. Number 9.
Punch an animal for any reason other than to prevent them from causing another human being serious bodily harm.
What is with this person in punching?
Yeah. Jeez, you're like cutting out our options. Now we can't hit animals either.
What about kick? Nah, I'm just kidding. Number 10. Punch a kitten for any reason.
Kind of goes into number 9.
And 8.
Yeah.
Number 11.
Oh, wow. And 8? That was a nice one. Good joke. All right. Admit to watching any movie on the Lifetime channel.
Well, who has cable? Of course, this was 2010.
Dude, back in like 2010, I had like 5 channels, and then one of them was QVC.
And one of them was QVC.
Yeah. One of them was QVC. The other one was the channel that shows every other channel and what they're playing.
The TV Guide channel?
The TV Guide channel, and then the other one was the weather. I don't know what city. It's just the weather.
I mean, back in 2010, I watched the Comedy Central a lot.
I watched South Park, but it was more like...
It was on Comedy Central.
Yeah, no, I know it was on... Yes, sir. I know this. I'm not retarded.
Not the Lifetime
I'm
channel.
stupid. I'm not retarded, Andy. But I'm talking about, like, on YouTube. Or my dad would just get, like, a box that was, like, super illegal. And then I just watch it from there. Super illegally.
Okay. Number 12. Know the complete lyrics to a Lady Gaga song. Well, like I said last week that you guys didn't hear, I was a DJ during this time, so I take offense to that.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga was hot.
Back in the day, yeah. I haven't heard about her in a minute now.
She still does stuff.
She does. She does acting. I saw she was in that one movie.
She does acting too, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. 13. Criticize another man's wife in front of him.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
Blow out that kneecap.
Yeah, and there should also be another sentence that says criticize another man's wife in front of her, because that'll be bad.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 14. Pierce any part of your body. David?
This one I'm offended by.
Oh,
I have both my ears and my nose pierced. So
Yeah, set off a metal detector.
Yeah, well. All right. So
15.
we're gonna care about fashion. It's okay to care about style, but not fashion. There's a difference. I mean, I don't have a fanny pack, so I kind of agree. All the kids are wearing fanny packs now.
Are they?
Yeah, dude. I don't know why.
Like the kid, like in school?
Yeah, bro. They have it around their shoulder. They're trying to look like Lil Uzi or whoever the fuck.
What?
I don't know, man. I'm not a young kid. Fuck, I hate
You're
these
younger.
fucking kids.
You're much closer than me to these kids. I need you to infiltrate schools, and I need you to.
I am not allowed back on school.
Oh. Even when you're of age, you weren't allowed back on school.
Yeah, they're like, dude, we kicked you out a long time ago. Aren't you supposed to be in jail?
Speaking of which, number 16, be drunk in public. Yeah, no, that's bad for yourself.
Yeah, that's mostly for your safety, because you will do something stupid as shit. Let's see. 17. Oh, I'm odd. Post drunken pictures of yourself or anyone else on Facebook.
Yes.
Or just don't post to Facebook at all, and then just don't have social media.
Just don't do social media because it's the devil.
It's the devil. Thank you for remembering that.
Number 18, spend more than 3 hours a week playing video games. Well, what the hell else am I going to do?
Yeah, you spend like 36 hours a week alone. Fucking, you have a whole goddamn shift on
21,
Satisfactory.
Not 30, 21.
21 hours a week?
3 days or 3 hours a day. Sure.
Jesus Christ. No, but yeah. Well, this is back in 2010. All the games were like, whatever.
Well, even that, 2010. Yeah, I don't.
It was whatever.
I mean, I was in my second school.
Yeah, we had like Assassin's Creed. That's about it.
Yeah.
Let's see. What number are we on? 19. Expect praise for doing what you're supposed to do. Example: take care of your kids, clean up your own messes, work for a living. Yeah, I 100% agree with this.
Correct. You should not get kudos for doing chores.
Yeah.
Because they're chores. It's
because
like
where the fuck is my kudos?
Yeah.
I did my dishes.
You
man.
ate them.
Whoa, did I eat them?
Kudos?
Did I eat the dishes?
The kudos.
Oh no, I don't know what that means.
That's before your time. 20. Show fear in front of a dog or small child. True fucking story. They all smell fear.
Even the small kid?
Especially, where do you think the dog got it from?
Dogs learn it from the small kid.
That's right. 21.
Sit while a pregnant woman has to stand.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
Actually, I prefer to stand because I stand all goddamn day.
No, I like sitting down. No matter how much I stand in a day or how much I sit down in a day, I always prefer to sit down. I'm just a piece of shit through and through.
22.
22.
Forget where you came from or who helped you get there.
Wow,
oh my God.
Fucking think
Forget.
about it, sir? You want me to do it? Oh, you made the noise? All right.
Forget where you came from or who helped you get where you are.
It's got real deep.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Giggity.
But yeah, it's true. Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget your roots.
Yep.
Always be humble.
Yep. It's a great band. I love Roots. All right, let's see. 23. Invest your life savings in a company whose business model you don't understand.
It's common sense.
Yeah, get to know what the fuck you're spending your money on.
Hey, fam. I got this new company that I'm building. I need you to invest $100,000 right now, and I'm gonna triple it in like a couple months, bro.
Bet, bro.
All right. Yeah, don't do that. Don't be stupid.
It's retarded.
24. Attempt to impress a girl by joining any group that requires a serious commitment. The Marines, Peace Corps, Orthodox Judaism. It's true. It's true. I mean, first of all, you're not even supposed to combine your finances with somebody that you're dating, let alone just trying to impress. Yeah.
Well, see, the trick is, Andy, to get a girlfriend, you need, you try to impress her and all that stuff. I feel, once you get her, once you have the girl, I feel like you should keep on impressing her. I feel like that chase should never stop.
No, it shouldn't. But I mean, I'm not gonna join the military for somebody
I'm
that
going to fucking Iraq, Andy.
Yeah, okay. Let's go off of that. All right, so you join, and then you're like, "Hey, girl, that I'm impressing, and I can tell by the look on your face. Listen, I'm gonna be leaving for like 14 months because I'm going overseas and I'm gonna fight in a war.
Yeah.
Okay, you should wait for me. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
I'm not going to tell her wait. I'm just gonna be like, are you going to be impressed? Let me know now before I go. I'm going to Iraq for no reason.
Oh, okay. So you don't even
Let
matter.
me know it's effective before I do it.
Okay, so if they are impressed, great. But then they're not going to wait for you. They're going to go off and marry somebody else. And then you come back.
Just let me know.
And you're like, it's fine. I impressed her.
Just let me know it's
I wanted.
impressive. Yeah, just let me know it's impressive. It's like it's like when you have a water Pokemon, you're fighting against a fire one. You already know they're weak to their water, so you already know you're gonna be effective. That's how I prefer my shit.
When you're kind of living up here, and you're just like, let's start living down here. That's
Trying to live like Larry.
25.
Eat fried Twinkies any place outside of State Fair. Never eaten a Twinkie, a regular Twinkie. So.
I mean, I normally don't do Twinkies, but I know it was a hot item in Zombieland.
At Zombieland, yeah. That's the only time I've ever heard of Twinkies.
26. Use the bathroom in front of any woman that isn't a nurse, including your wife.
I just like using the bathroom. All right.
27.
27. Refer to oneself as a player. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Feel me?
Yeah. We're all players here.
Don't say that in front of Jacristo.
I got a life.
All right, let's see. 28.
Shoot a man in Reno just to watch him die.
I feel like that's a movie reference that I don't get.
I thought it was Fifth Avenue.
No idea what you're talking about.
That was a quote from Trump.
Oh, okay.
I can shoot a man in Fifth Avenue and nobody cares. 29.
All right, 29. Lie to a kid by telling them that they can't be any... What fuck? Lie to a kid by telling them they can be any... They can be anything they want to be. Most likely, they can't. Yeah, don't lie to your kid. I'm not doing this to my kid.
You know what, David?
I want to be president, Daddy.
No, David.
You're going to settle for a fast food worker.
I think you could be a public speaker.
You want to be the one standing on a cardboard box?
Milk crate.
Yeah.
Standing.
I already have a milk crate.
On a cardboard box.
I already have a milk crate, actually. I have my record players in there.
Cute.
My vinyls.
30. Give yourself a haircut.
My vinyl records. There you go. So give yourself a haircut? Well, that aged bad.
I mean, that...
Everybody's been doing that in the pandemic.
Oh, they didn't know about the COVID. 31.
Correct someone's grammar unless A, you're asked to do so, or B, getting paid to do so, or C, the person is both under the age of 18 and your own kid.
I feel like this person was, like, attacked.
Yeah.
Because they had terrible grammar.
Yeah, his fucking childhood was really bad. His uncle destroyed him.
Yeah. I mean, just don't go on the internet because...
Yeah. Sir. Sir, I'm gonna introduce this guy to Twitter.
Yeah.
One wrong word and you get fired from your job because they don't support, they don't align with those views of people that can't fucking spell.
Here at our company, we respect grammar. Yeah. 32. Be afraid to work hard.
Yeah,
that's true story. Yeah, you got to. 33.
Embarrass a father in front of his children.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah, I don't do this because I wouldn't want it to happen to me.
That's right.
Somebody embarrassed me in front of my kid. I gotta get rid of the kid. Start new.
Take out the kneecap.
Yeah.
34. Cry while watching any movie other than Old Yeller, Brian's Song, or Rudy. I think this guy only likes to watch like certain type of movies.
Dude, has he ever seen A Dog's Purpose? That bitch was sad as fuck. Or Charlie St. Cloud. That's the first movie that ever made me cry. But let's see, where are we at? Number 35.
35.
Go more than a year without reading a book. Ugh.
What's a book?
Yep. Ugh.
36. Take cues about sex, marriage, fatherhood, or masculinity from watching popular movies and television shows. Where else are you going to learn it?
Yeah, it's kind of like taking it from porn, though. I get the concept he's doing, but nowadays...
Well, porn, popular movies.
Backdoor Sluts 9.
Recommended. 37.
Jesus Christ. Stop and ask for directions when a woman is in the car. Bro, all right, now when you drive off a fucking cliff.
Honey, I know I need to talk to this gentleman. Can you please step out of the car?
Yeah. Can you get out? But I'm comfortable. I don't care.
I don't care that
Do you want to
raining.
get there?
Mm.
Do you want to get there?
Mm.
Let's see. 38.
Do not blame others or circumstances for their own mistakes.
Oh, he says don't blame people because they fucked up.
Don't blame others or circumstances for their own mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, others than their own? I don't get it. Is he saying, like, if you fuck up, I can't blame you? Or is he saying, if you fuck up, I can't blame your wife?
Do not blame others or circumstances for their own mistakes.
Oh, wait. It's already a third-person article. Okay, yeah. So if I fuck up, I can't blame you. Shit.
That's right.
Bitch.
David, you dug yourself in that hole.
Yep.
Hey.
Nah, I'm going to have to die there. Let's see. 39. Allow a bully to go unchallenged in any situation. Bro.
Take out that kneecap.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he big as fuck, I'm just going to...
Take out that kneecap, watch that tree
bro,
fall.
I'm just going to put my AirPod back in and be like, yo, I'm just going to catch this dude tomorrow.
Number 40. Under tip.
I hope he's get 20%.
I at least
Sometimes
get 15. I at most did 25% one time.
One time I did
couple of times,
one
actually.
time I did like 80%.
You didn't have anything less than a 20, did you?
I was like, yeah, sir, you don't have to break it. This is okay. Let's see. 41. Break their word. Yeah, bro. Don't break your word.
Yep. Don't be a liar.
Don't be a liar. Oh,
42.
Leads into 42.
Lie to themselves.
Yeah.
Don't do it, man.
Yeah, you like the stress heat.
Mm-hmm.
Just put the Nutella down. Shame on you. Don't lie to yourself. You ugly as fuck whenever you look at
Yeah, that wasn't... that crack in the mirror did not happen when you moved in.
No.
No, you looked in the mirror.
That crack happened between your eyes, sir.
I'm just kidding.
All right, it's going to be 43. Wear
43.
clothes emblazoned with cartoon characters.
Yes. So it's basically saying 43 you don't wear clothes with cartoon characters.
Dude, have you seen the Looney Tunes Squad shirts though? That shit looks fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's kind of sad on that one.
Yeah, it's like a revamp on old school stuff. 44. Make vulgar displays of hyper pseudo masculinity.
Yeah. I feel like you shouldn't do it anyway. Trying to have a dick measuring contest in the middle of the store. Just because you're the store manager.
Yeah.
That one came from the heart. Alright. 45.
Oh, you want to talk about that later, man? Yeah,
No.
I think so. 45.
Have to have the last word.
It's terrible, man, right?
Yep, it is. Yep. Yep. It's just really bad. Man, you just hate to see it.
Yeah.
Yep. Damn, crazy.
Wow.
You gonna do the next one, sir?
Maybe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
46. Wear too short or too tight shorts. David, you want to talk about that?
Nah, bro. These are gym shorts. Dude, it's the lights. That's what makes it so fucking white, dude.
The lighting is just making them shrink. 47.
Get upset when women tease them. Yes, women can say things about men that men can't say about women. That's the way it is. I agree with that. That is the way it is.
It is what it is.
Man, I just feel like there should be a top 50 things that women shouldn't do, and then one of them should be try not to get too upset when a man teases you, because holy shit, my girlfriend can like really nip that shit down. Kills the fucking mood every time.
48. The feminist movement take the feminist movement too seriously, but neither do they despise it. It had some good points. I don't know. This was 10 years ago. Either way, I think we're still moving in the correct direction.
In that sense. In other senses, I'm like...
I wonder what that is.
We'll never find out.
Okay.
Let's see, number 49. Ridicule the sport preferences of other men by saying that it isn't a real sport.
I hate sports. They don't need to be making all that money.
Yeah, I know why you hate sports, Andy. Look down.
At you? 50.
Bitch ass.
Speaking of which, curse in public. Man, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that. I curse in public all the time.
I do too. Yeah, like when I'm in the back, doing production and shit, like at my job, like you'll just hear, fuck. What? The machine just jams and all this shit. Yeah, it's great,
dude. It's great. I'm in the drive-thru and sometimes I forget that I have the headset on, and then like so I drop something, I'm like, shit, and then like, oh, look at you cussing. I'm like, oh, sorry. Don't tell my boss.
It's not my first rodeo.
All right, so that was the top 50 list of top fit.
Yeah,
that was a list of top 50 things that men should do.
Should never do.
Should never do.
So does that make you mad? Some of those things?
Yeah, some of them did. Some of them, whatever. I feel like there should be a 2020 update.
Yeah, we'll see.
So,
maybe it's out
dude,
there.
I think that brings the end of the episode right there, Andy.
That's what. Are we wrapping up episode 23? Putting it up in for the books and storage and all that.
Yeah, we're about to. We're gonna edit it. And we're gonna put it out there in the world, and we're gonna see if this actually recorded.
Yeah, hopefully.
I really hope so. Yeah, please don't make me wait another weeks.
If this does work, what's up for next week for the game?
Let's see. Next week, I'm gonna talk about the Avengers beta, which would have worked out better for this week, but.
Oh well. It's never good enough.
Yeah, the game's gonna come out next week, so we'll
fucking
see.
Okay.
Maybe I'll talk about the real game after. We'll find
actual
out.
Gameplay. Yeah, there we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember we are on lots of different platforms, including Anchor, Spotify, and YouTube. Hopefully. We also have our own website, Not Good Enough Podcast.weebly.com. We have all of the same stuff everywhere, posted on all the places.
Yep, we're everywhere. And now you're going to watch us on YouTube, too.
Now you can actually see our faces, hopefully.
Yep. And then soon enough, we'll get ads on YouTube, so you'll have to listen to the ads for that, too. And
That's right. Yep. Don't we need to have like 100 billion, quadrillion, like, viewers? Something like that?
We're probably not going to reach quadrillion.
Listen, I'll be happy if we get 100 views on a video.
Yo, hey, we were close in that anime episode. Fuck, man, I almost did it for you. But let's see, Andy. Was it good enough?
Hell no.
All right, cool. You still didn't say it that time, but all right.
It's never going to be good enough, David.
That's right. Never. And we'll go ahead and see you whenever we see you next.
All right.
Presumably next week.
Later.